What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Ethan. Hope you're having a great day and welcome to a brand new series on this channel. For the entire month of December, I'm going to do something special and different. It is a bankroll challenge. Going to be playing the 1-2 and 1-3 stakes, trying to win up $5,000. And I want to do this because honestly, last year when I first started the channel, I actually did this myself. I went from $0 to $10,000 at the 1-3 stakes because at that time, personally, I really needed a bankroll. And I thought this would be a really fun challenge and video series to make over the next month. Hopefully I can complete it starting at the 1-2 and 1-3 stakes to win $5,000. And potentially, if you guys like this video series, then I can go and play the bigger stakes, maybe 2-5 and jump up to a bankroll challenge up there. But wanted to make more relatable content because I know not everyone plays 25-50 or big cash games. So I wanted to bring it back down to earth and challenge myself, see if I can actually get it done. Because if I can do it, then I think everyone that watches the channel can for sure. So in this video, we're starting off at one of my favorite spots here in Vegas. It is at Resorts World, playing the 1-3 game there as well. So strap in, it's going to be a fun month. You're gonna see videos from me every single day this month from now till the 25th. So strap in your seatbelts. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. Let's try to make $5,000 onto the 1-3 bankroll challenge series we go. Into the 1-3 streets here at Resorts World, we buy in for a friendly amount of $400, and let's get into this bankroll challenge. One of the first hands, I pick up Jack-9 offsuit in the cutoff with a straddle to $6 on board. I raise it up to 18 bucks and only get the straddler to my right to make the call. So battling it out heads up here, the flop comes 8-8-7 2 clubs. And on this flop here with a gut shot straight draw, he decides to lead and bet out $15. I'm not going to go anywhere here for this price. I have two overcards and a gut shot straight draw. I make the call for 15 and see a turn, which comes a queen. So if I'm calling with jack high on the flop here, I certainly can have queen high as well. And this time he bets out $25 here. And I think it's another really easy spot to float and continue. I can make the call and either hit my jack, 9, or 10. That would be good. Or maybe just bluff off as well. So for 25 bucks, I flick it in and the river is an ace. Pretty damn good bluff card for me, and he decides to slow down with a check. As played, I don't think this player is going to have too strong of a holding, like holding an 8. Most likely has a pair of 7s that I could easily bluff off. So first hand in, let's blast it off here at 1-3. I decide to bet out $100, and he doesn't take too long before giving off a tell that he's probably going to fold with a very unhappy look on his face, and he does end up releasing his cards into the muck. Phew, first hand in. I'm glad to get the $100 bluff through. That would have been pretty bad to start if I got called here in this bankroll challenge. In the next hand, we're playing normal 1-3, no straddle on. I have ace jack of spades on the button and action folds to me. I put in a raise to $12 and immediately the small blind decides to 3-bet to 40. Big blind folds and I have an easy decision to make the call. I have a pretty good hand to see a flop with in position. And when the flop comes 9, 6, 4, 2 hearts, and a spade, he surprisingly starts with a check. Sitting with ace jack high, I think it has decent showdown value, so I don't think there's a need to bluff off just yet. I check back and see the turn, which is the queen of spades. Brings in a backdoor flush draw, and now he decides to bet out $25. Sure, in theory, he certainly can have the stronger queen X holdings in range, but here I have an ace, I have an overcard, and some spade draw outs, so I make the call for 25 and see the river, which is a queen of hearts. Not what I wanted to see with the board paired now, and he decides to bet out 65. I think it over because this is actually a spot where I could consider hero calling with ace jack high. Is that how I want to start off this bankroll challenge though? Just willy-nilly, loosey-goosey calling with ace high all the time? Probably going to be losing a lot of the time, to be honest, and I give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he has a strong hand and I let it go. But this guy, he watches this channel, he shows the ace-10 offsuit as a bluff. Nice hand to you, Brian. Nice playing with you here. He got the bluff through, owned my soul. I could have certainly hero called, but realistically, it wasn't something I thought too long about. But ace-10 high is going to take it down. Nice hand. All right, let's go back to what works with winning pots. I won with Jack-9 offsuit, and this time with Jack-9 of clubs on the button. There's a hijack player who limps $3. I put in a raise to 15. Small blind folds, and then our buddy Karan in the big blind, he joins the table and immediately gets involved by 3-betting to 50. Action's going to fold to me here, and we're playing in position against our buddy. He's certainly capable of 3-betting weak hands and strong hands. And I think Jack 9 falls into a category of just a call to see a flop. So that's what I do. We're going to a flop of 10-3-4. He decides to bet out $35 here. And with the specific 10 of clubs on the board, I think it's okay to sometimes float with Jack high. It's $35 into what's essentially $100 in the middle. So seeing a good price to hopefully hit a decent card, I make the call and see a turn in position, which comes a 9. All right, sitting with second pair now isn't amazing, but you know, he makes things a little bit more uncomfortable when he decides to bet, and the amount is all in. Dear God. We're both playing similar stack sizes, and if you watch this channel, you know that he's very capable of bluffing here and also having value here by overbetting the pot. I don't think I'm going to be floating on the flop to fold to an all-in when I hit my pair. Honestly, out of all the turn cards, a pair is going to be as good as I could ask for. So there's certainly a lot of draws that I could fade here on the flop. So essentially, I'm just hoping that I'm flipping here. I hope I'm not up against an overpair. So let's just make the call and fade some bad rivers, or I could be dead against like pocket queens a lot. Anyways, I just flick in a call here. He says he's on a draw, which is amazing, and the river brick, he says he missed, and I show my pair of 9s, and it's going to scoop a massive pot, basically doubling up my entire stack. The all-in was about $270 effective. So yeah. What a nice start. Nice donation by our buddy Karan. And he later told me that he had queen 5 of diamonds. So happy to fade a diamond. Happy to fade a queen. And there's that. I win a good chunk of change here. And this bankroll challenge is off to a really good start. What's even better is that the next interesting spot, I pick up a premium pocket queens in the hijack. There's an early position player who limps. The player on my right raises to $15, and yeah, I'm sitting with a premium. I'm going to bump it up a little bit more. I 3-bet to 45. Action folds around to this limper player who doesn't have a whole lot in his stack, but he decides to want to make the call. He wants to see a flop for $45, and the player on my right also wants to see the flop as well. So we're going 3 ways in position with a premium, and the flop is ace queen high with 2 hearts. Oh my God, and guess what? That's not even the best news, as the limper bets out $20. He leads into the field with about $50 behind, so basically committing his stack. And the player on my right goes all in for about like $200 himself as well. All the while, I haven't even acted yet, and facing this action, obviously, I just snap call the $200 all in with my set. The action is now back onto this limper who tank calls off his $50 left in the stack. So we're going to see what we're up against, and I just show my set first. The player on my right actually has a sick hand, king 10 of hearts. He has a pretty good flush draw and a straight draw. The turn, ace of hearts. I boat up, but it gives king 10 of hearts a 1 out to the royal. Such a sick cooler. I'm actually rooting for it because how sick of content would that be? Turning a full house and losing to a royal. But the river ends up bricking, and limper had an ace with top pair. Seemed like I'm just sun running in the lower stakes here at 1-3. I stack 2 opponents. I pick up a pile of chips, and this was just a really nice hand to win. Just typical Rampage fashion here, sun running in the 1-2 streets. All right, a good amount of time passes by, and look, I'm here to grind out the lower stakes, but also, you know, I gotta mix in some content. I have 9-5 offsuit. There's a straddle on board, and I raise to $25. You know, sometimes you can raise this hand. Just kidding. No, don't do that. I'm just being an idiot. Anyways, I raise to $25, folds around to the straddle who makes the call. He only says he's calling because he's leaving soon. So it seems like it's trash hand versus trash hand. Which trash is going to win first? The flop comes jack 3 deuce rainbow, and this guy announces that he has a pair and bets out $5. Well, how can I say no to a friendly $5 bet? If he's announcing as a pair, it means he's probably not strong, which means he has a 3 or deuce. And I have 2 overcards. So I make the call for 5, and the turn comes a 6, bringing me a gut shot straight draw. Again, he bets $5, and I'm just, you know, along for the ride of this friendly hand. I make the call. The river is a brick, does not improve us to anything. I'm sitting with 9 high, and this player bets $5 again.
Look, certainly could just try to raise to a massive amount, but that doesn't seem friendly, and I don't know, not great for the dynamics of the table. I just fold my 9 high, seems like an easy decision. This player has queen 3, and shout out to this opponent who took me straight to value town all 3 streets. With the session and table winding down a little bit, this last hand I pick up ace jack of spades on the button. There are 2 players who limp around for $3, and obviously with a good hand in position, I bump it up and raise to 20. Only one of the limpers make the call in early position, so heads up to a flop of jack 8-8 rainbow. He checks it over to me, and here certainly can bet a high percentage of the time, but I decided to check this one, just wanted to be a little tricky, see what happens on the turn, which comes a king. Disastrous, as we could be losing to King X holdings, but when he checks again for a second time, I think it's pretty clear I have to go for value here with my pair of jacks, hoping to get called by some draws or worse hands. So for $15, I try to get some value, and he obliges for $15. 3 red chips in the middle. We're going to a river, which comes a 3. He checks for a 3rd time, and given how the hand has played, look, I can't be super afraid that he has a king. If he does, then so be it. Nice hand to him. I kind of owned myself here by checking the flop, but I decided to bet out $45, thinking I can get value from worse jacks or jacks that are trying to call for a chop with a king kicker, but I have an ace kicker. Anyways, he ends up making the call pretty quickly with king 10 offsuit. I did end up owning myself by checking on the flop, and he gets there on the turn and makes an extra $60 from me.
Alrighty. What an incredible way to start off this Bankroll challenge. The session is cut a little bit short because I got called to play a bigger game, a vlog that you will already have seen for sure. I think it's like a 5-10, 10-20 game here at Resorts World, so definitely want to play in that. But what a sun run basically at 1-3 to start off this this session. We played for maybe like an hour and a half, like not long, under 2 hours. I was in the game for $400, out for 1,015. Just sun running in the 1-2, 1-3 streets. So all things considered, I have no complaints. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. This is a shorter video. Hopefully I can get more hands in the later Bankroll challenge videos, but for now, because I got called for a bigger game, I'm gonna have to step out of the 1-3 streets and play bigger. And gotta always grind for making videos, but thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. This is a really great start. If I can keep sun running, maybe I just end this challenge in like a week, who knows? But already $600 closer to the $5,000 goal. Hopefully we don't bust and punt that off in the next video. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. If you made it this far, leave a like for this series. Let me know what you guys think about this Bankroll challenge, because once I hit the 1-2 Bankroll or $5,000 goal, I'm gonna try to run that up into the 2-5 streets. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about it. See you guys next time. Peace.